Hey Tinchi, it's Danny. I am making a video response to your video, mainly about the comment that you made, more of a statement, where you said that if your friends were Christian, you could connect with them better. I don't agree with this. Well, I don't agree that that is something that should determine how strongly you connect with your friends. I don't feel that that's right. That would be just the same as saying, well, if my friends were the same race or the same color as me or had the same body size or shape as me, then I could connect with them better than I could with someone else who wasn't. I don't feel that's right. I just feel like you decided to be that person's friend because of the way they are, the person that they are. You liked them as a person. It had nothing to do with what religion they were, or what color they were, or what race they were, or where they came from. You liked them for who they were. So why should it matter of their religion or anything else that makes your connection with them stronger? I mean, it shouldn't really, because everyone has different beliefs, everyone has different opinions, everyone has different personalities, different skin colors, different hair types, different whatever, but that makes them who they are. That makes them the person that you liked. And for you to just, or anyone, not even just you, for anyone to say, well, because they're not this, or they're not that, or they don't do this, or they don't believe this, then I won't connect as strongly with them. I'm not Christian. I'm Wiccan. But I have a lot of Christian friends, and Catholic friends, atheist friends, Wiccan Christian friends. But I've never felt or once said to them at all that because you're not Wiccan or fully Wiccan, then I can't connect with you as strongly as I would a Wiccan. Because that's not what should determine how strong your connection with your friends are. It just shouldn't. It's crazy. I mean, that falls into the same. I mean, religion is a big topic to hit on, because a lot of religions have seen a lot of criticism and a lot of prejudice, just like a lot of races have. You touched on that in one of your videos, where a lot of races see a lot of prejudice and racism from other races. Well, religion has too. I mean, it's just a lot of unnecessary things have happened because people didn't think that people should believe a certain way. They thought that people should believe the way they believed, so they would do stuff or hurt those people or whatever. A lot of things have happened to certain religions just as it has to certain races. But I just don't feel like that should determine, or anything should determine, how strongly your connection with your friends are, except for how they treat you. I mean, you can have friends that don't treat you so well, and you don't connect with them as strongly because they don't treat you so well, but then again, at the same time, that shouldn't really be your friend if they don't treat you that well. But religion or whatever should never determine the strength of a connection between two people. That, I mean, my family is Christian, but I mean, they still love me unconditionally. They still help me. I mean, whatever. They're still there for me just as much as they were when I was when I was younger, and I was Christian. But Christianity just wasn't for me. And that's how a lot of people feel when they change religions, or they choose a religion. The religion they had just wasn't for them. I had a friend who grew up in a satanic family. They, were brought up to believe it strongly, but the older they got, and the more they looked at it, they just felt like that wasn't something they wanted to do. They didn't think it was so much wrong, because that's what they grew up with, but at the same time, they just didn't feel like that was their calling. So they found a new religion. I haven't talked to them in a long time, so I don't know what religion they chose. We haven't spoken since, but just like me, Christianity just didn't work for me. It wasn't something that was for me, so I found something that was for me, something that worked for me. And I went through a lot of religions, not so much a lot, but I went through a few. I was Christian. From Christianity, I went to Baptist. From Baptist to Catholic. I have some Catholics in my family, so I was able to go to them for support and help. From Catholic, I went to Protestant, I think. There was another one, and there was another one before I decided to be Wiccan, but I went through a few religions. It wasn't like I just tried one and settled on it. I tried to see what fit me best, what worked for me best. And that's what a lot of people do. Christianity may work for one person, but it won't work for the next person if that's not how they feel, if that's not how they believe. And no one can be blamed or judged for that. People get enough judgment every day. They don't need to be judged on what they believe in either. It's crazy. It's really crazy. It's the only way I can explain it. It's crazy to judge people, no matter what they do, just because you don't like it, or you may not agree with it. Not you, but in general. I'm saying, if someone doesn't agree with it, or someone doesn't like it, then they shouldn't judge someone because someone else does it. It's just not right. But maybe you could understand your point of view to me, like why you feel like that, and I would understand why you feel like that, because that's you, that's your feelings, but I would never agree with it, because that's just not how I am, that's not how I believe, and I couldn't do it. But again, for me, this is like stepping outside my box, because I don't really express my feelings much. I don't. I mean, unless I feel like, I really need to say something about this, I really just don't express my feelings much at all, because no one's ever really took into consideration how I feel, so I just kind of keep it to myself. But I do thank you for listening and being there and being so knowledgeable about things, and you really are a good friend. But I just felt like I felt so strongly on this that it just wasn't right, that I felt like I had to say something. And if you don't agree with the way I feel, that's fine, because not everyone agrees with what everyone else feels or says. And we're not supposed to expect everyone to just go with what we want or go with what we say. That's just life. It just doesn't happen like that. But I thank you for the time that you took to listen to me and watch this video. It's my first video video to YouTube. And I wish you a very wonderful day. Thank you, Tenchi.